For today's video, we will be taking a look at compact bone. We will go over what exactly it is, where it's located, and how to identify the parts of compact bone under a microscope and on a model. So when you look at any bone in your body, take this femur for example, you will find two types of bone tissue, compact bone and spongy bone. This diagram shows the femur sliced open so you can see the two types of bone tissue very clearly. And this dense outer covering here, that's the compact bone. And it can also be called dense or cortical bone, but these terms mean the same thing. And on the inside, this network of air pockets is the spongy bone. This next picture shows compact bone under the microscope, and it gives a very clear view of osteons. Osteons are the functional units of compact bone, and they are very long columns of tissue that run parallel to the longitudinal axis of the bone. I drew this picture to give you a better visual understanding of what I mean by that. And when you look at them under the microscope, this is just the tops of the osteons. So everything within these arrows, that's just one osteon. And that dark spot in the middle is the central canal, which contains blood vessels and nerves. And when you look at an osteon, it kind of looks like a cut down tree, just the tree stump. And each one of those rings that go from the center to the outside are the concentric lamellae. And the little tiny spots that seem to be like dotted lines of each one of those circles are actually bone cells or osteocytes within a protective shell called the lacunae. And the little tiny hair-like projections found here are just like channels for this bone cells or osteocytes to exchange gases and nutrients and waste and stuff like that. The last structure that you can see on this slide under the microscope is called Interstitial Lamellae, and that is just all the bone matrix found in between each osteon. This is a model of compact bone, and just to give you an idea of what we're looking at, the wedding cake looking things labeled number 4, those are osteons that have just been stretched out so you can see each concentric lamellae. And number 1 would be the most internal part of the compact bone, where the spongy bone starts, and number 7 is the most outer layer of compact bone. So some of the things that we can see here that we couldn't see on the slide are number 2. So number 2 is labeling the perforating canals, and these canals are similar to central canals because they have the blood vessels and the nerves, but they are to connect each osteon. The next thing that we didn't cover is number 6. So in my anatomy class, we did not go over number 6, and everything that I've found online is just labeling them as Sharpie fibers. I don't think that's the technical term, it might be, but I'm pretty sure it's just to anchor down number 7. And number 7 is the periosteum, which is the tough sheath covering the outer surface of the bone. Thank you for watching, and if you have any questions or video requests, please let me know in the comments, and give a like and subscribe if you enjoyed it.